Hello, my name is Nicole Hartley Bradford. I am a conscious feelings magician and a conscious feelings coach and experimenter and practitioner. And I'm here today to talk about a cluster of distinctions that may be useful to you as you are beginning or starting over or evolving your own conscious feelings work, either as a feeler and a client who is inner navigating for healing, or as a space holder who is navigating through emotional healing processes for your own healing, while you also hold space for other people to build matrix about being conscious feelers for healing and for handling life ever more responsibly. And the distinctions I want to talk about today are the distinctions between a check-in space and a process space. And in a check-in space, this is a place where you might meet with someone, and I highly recommend that you do this regularly with the people in your in-person world, the people close to you in your global village, where you get on Zoom calls and it only need take 10 minutes to do 5 minutes each of a check-in space. And this is a beautiful way to create closeness and connection and authenticity, and to practice radical honesty, and to practice inner navigating and sharing from your 5 bodies and or your 4 feelings, which would be from your emotional body in your out of your 5. So it might go something like, hello, my name is Nicole. You know this already. That was my gremlin. Shark, sit. Okay. In my physical body right now, I am feeling a little bit of pain in my lower back, and I feel joy to notice this because I can do some stretches after. I also notice I'm a little dehydrated, and I have my water here, and I feel joy about that. Otherwise, in my physical body, I'm rolling, a little achiness in my joints. Yeah, thank you. My mental body is rolling with possibilities and ideas, and yeah, I'm enjoying being like on fire about this world of ideas and possibilities up in my mental body. My energetic body, yeah, is rolling and spinning and deflecting things that come at me, so that I'm really able to be present and notice what's out there that's not mine and what's in here that's mine. And I feel glad that I've done this, months and months of work, years really, of distinguishing and building matrix, that I have a bubble, that I have a center, that I have a grounding cord. Now this is just juicy to me. And right now my grounding cord is this pale yellow green. That's my emotional body, and yeah, it's moving quite quickly, like it's rolling. There's this speed happening, and yeah, and then in my emotional body, I feel this fear about how fast I'm rolling, and want to use this fear to, like make sure that I slow down when it's time to slow down. I also feel the joy that I talked about earlier. Mm, yeah, I also feel some anger, and it's emotional anger. Mm, is anger from, I read something from a friend a few minutes ago, or a half hour ago probably. My dear friend, her mother has died in the past few days, and during this last part of her mother's life, there were these happenings in the context of the medical world, about like using a lot of drugs to numb and to shut, yeah, to really like for comfort, but my friend has noticed that often it was the comfort of the nursing staff that was really being treated. And I, yeah, I have emotional anger and maybe archetypal anger also about about what I see as possible for humans at end of life. And yeah, and also this emotional sadness about my friend's mother's end of life, my friend's experience being with her mother at end of life, and my own experience, my father's end of life, almost 30 years ago now. Yeah, and I feel this feeling of anger, I want to take a stand for things to change about how humans die and how we are with each other while death is happening, while bodily death is happening. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and this is my archetypal body. Also, I'm noticing this. Yeah, I'm noticing this territory of the stands I'm taking for 333 spaces to exist, for money club spaces to exist as spaces that are about people transforming from this scarcity of value and self-value to this empowered bringing through what our archetypal lineages have for us to deliver to the world, and taking a stand for the value that we bring, and creating all kinds of possibilities about incoming currencies of money and other things, non-material, non-monetary incoming currencies. And as we get more clear and responsible about what we let out and where and when. Yeah, super alive about that right now. This is my archetypal body. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. So that was a check-in. And what I've noticed can sometimes happen is that when an emotion comes up as a doorway to a healing process, that this creates a kind of, yeah, well, it's a doorway, it's a pull, it's a gap. And it can sometimes be something that can happen is that my gremlin sometimes just wants to let it slide that I'm shifting the space and go into the doorway. And if someone else is holding space for me and their purpose is a check-in, and my gremlin pulls us into a process space, this is this often doesn't work. And it can work. It can work when I take responsibility for noticing, checking in about shifting the space, finding out if it works for the person, instead of having this like child ego state assumption that someone's just going to hold space for me for a process without me asking, or without an agreement in place, without it being an adult agreement. And I feel joy bringing this distinction to you. And I would love to hear what you think and how you feel about what I've given you here and what I've brought here, yeah, as a gift from my archetypal lineage, and an offering. And yeah, I want feedback. So if you have feedback for me, please reach out and let me know what it is. And yeah, if you have any questions also about it, I want to hear them. Yeah, thank you very much. And I wish you an extraordinary adventure as you evolve and grow and expand into what's possible.